Hey y'all, guess what time it is? It's the Grawlix Saves the World time.
All right, the Grawlix saves the world.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're getting fixed, our worries are nixed. Let's have some cake while the Grawlix saves the world. We're getting fixed, our worries are nixed. Let's have some cake while the Grawlix saves the world. We're getting fixed, our worries are nixed. Let's have some cake while the Grawlix saves the world.
Welcome to the Grawlix Saves the World.
Oh.
We're back, new episode.
Should we say who we are?
No.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
tell them, because we sound
I'm Andrew
alike.
Orvidal.
I'm Ben Roy.
I'm Adam Caton Holland.
Subtle differences in those voices. You
Get to
really
know them, get to
train
love
your
them.
ear.
Absolutely.
Mine's a little raspier.
Mine's a little nasally.
And mine's just the narrator.
Yeah.
I'm the cartoon wimp.
How are you guys doing? How's
Good,
everything?
man. Good.
What's new?
I went to the gas station at Colorado and Colfax because we walked out to Katie's car one morning and a bird had taken the biggest shit. It looked like someone had taken a paintbrush and put a white stripe down the top of her car all the way to the bottom. And then we went to the other side. It was on both sides.
Jesus.
And then we found like a squirrel tail near so I think a bird of prey sat above Katie's car and ate and shat and shat and shat. So
It's probably a bird that you had ogled in your bird watching. He's
Yeah.
like, you like birds, huh?
yeah, it's
Well,
something
you
I
know,
brought this upon
most
myself.
bird of prey have to completely expel their bowels before going after a squirrel.
Yes.
Apparently that's something I've just learned here. that,
Well, I mean, it
"Oh,
was
I gotta shit, and then I'm gonna get you, squirrel.
it was amazing. My neighbor walked out and I was like, "We're gonna get the car clean, but you got to look at this." And he's like, "Holy shit!" So we went to this car wash and we brought Malcolm because we thought he'd probably like a car wash.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And so we go to Colorado and Colfax, Conoco.
I know exactly the gas
It's the
station you're
shitty, yeah.
referencing.
It's the northwest corner of the intersection.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
good gas station across the street.
Oh, you think that's
We went
good?
to the-
You don't use that one a lot.
We went to
That's
the
why,
shitty one.
'cause that one's Sketchball City, too.
So we roll into the car wash. Credit card doesn't work. All right. I for some reason have $7 cash. Pump that in. Nothing. Just nothing. No sign saying closed. Nothing. So I go in and I'm like, hey, we just pumped $7 in this thing. It's not working. Can you start it up? And the fucking $8 an hour half-wit behind the register is like, I don't know what the manager's not here. Come back tomorrow. I've gone back 4 days in a fucking row. No one's there who has any idea of what's going on. I never got a
Let me
receipt.
interrupt you right now. I've got $7 for you.
I know.
So
and it's like, it is, I don't need the $7, but the indignity of it all.
Is this turd stripe still down your
No,
car?
so we went across the street to a functioning car wash where we should have gone in the first place, cleaned the car. Malcolm was terrified of the car wash. Hated the whole thing.
Yeah,
I had to hold him and let him know it's fine. But
yeah,
he,
it's like
he
the car's
loathed
being
it.
swallowed by a monster. Like,
And-
it's kind of
yeah.
scary even as an adult.
With new approaches at every moment.
Yeah.
Now it's
Really?
water. Now it's drying.
Andrew,
I mean, if you let your
find,
imagination, wonder why you're in there, have
you
some
find
fun.
a car wash scary.
If I could do it again, I'd have Malcolm inside the car rather than just holding him walking through it. Hindsight being 2020.
But he's never been cleaner.
He's
That
never been
wax-
cleaner.
I mean, that wax is going to
Car's
last
cleaner.
a month.
And that air dry at the end got a lot of stuff stuck in my teeth out. And cheeks are bone dry. But I'm still out $7 from fucking Conoco. And I went in the next day, and the woman was like, I'm not even here. I'm from another store. I'm helping out.
Not even here.
like-
I'm talking to a ghost.
I'm not here regularly, rather. And she was even like, this store is notoriously bad. I was like, so give me $7 right now.
Open it. Well, now you're
No,
robbing
if your
them.
drawer is short $7, like that's a pretty
Yeah,
serious
that is a
amount.
serious- I
That's
worked-
the problem is that no one there has the authority to take
When I-
$7.
when I-
And they've defeated me. I'm not going back anymore.
When I first moved to Colorado, I worked third shift at a 7-Eleven in Boulder, Colorado.
What is third shift? Like
That's
the night
10
shift?
p.m. to 6 a.m.
Oh,
for like
get shot
for-
shift.
Yeah. It was insane. And yeah, if your drawer is $7, pretty substantial
There's
amount
like a
of
little
money.
wiggle room, and it's usually like change.
Yeah, it's
not-
change.
Yeah. No, I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. I'm just trying to get my
No,
justice
I know.
here.
$7
Yeah.
is that's a sandwich.
Yeah.
Or a car wash.
Yeah,
I'm sure you're going to be
I've moved on to lunch.
You're going to hear about
Have you
it.
seen my truck? I don't need the car
Some
wash.
comic's going to be like, the other day I was on Colorado. I got a free car wash. Somebody paid it forward.
Totally. Light just came on.
You're dead. You're dead in this town.
Yeah.
So why are we here today?
Well, you were supposed
we
to
here?
tell us.
I've got a good
Adam's
one.
going to surprise us.
It's a real. I think this is an easy challenge and one that we can sort of just execute here. We don't have to go away for a week.
We're not going to that car wash with you.
We all get in my car right now. And
If you think that
Ben, I'm glad you're wearing your blunt force jujitsu sweatshirt because that means business when we walk in the door. And I don't care if you're loaned to this Conoco for the day.
Do you want me to
I
knock
don't care if
over
you're
like
the
a rack of
manager.
chips?
Yeah, Andrew, you walk in there and destroy 80 bottles of just like
Done.
kombucha or
then-
whatever's glass.
And I'm going to take so many, what is it, Jack Links or whatever the jerky is, and I'm going to start cramming them up my ass. Right?
That's a weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
that's-
just straight
I
up my
just thought it
rectum.
was gonna
In the
be like an
package.
intimidation
Still
thing.
in the package so that obviously I'm not doing any damage to the but just pull my pants down.
And this, and so this is a sort of mind game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jack Links
huh.
turkey, and I just I don't break eye contact.
Hell yeah.
And just start cramming as many of them up my ass as I can.
and think more than one?
yeah, I got
Oh.
a like a
I mean,
6,
a
loose-
8 or 9 ounce payload.
And at that point, I don't even need to say a word.
You're gauged?
Yeah, I've had it gauged.
God.
You got your butthole gauged?
Yeah, I do.
I noticed you took them out of your ears
Yeah, I've got a liner in it too.
like a trash liner.
No, like a truck liner.
Oh,
One
a
that-
bed liner.
Yeah,
Spray
bed
on
liner.
bed liner. That's just easy to clean. It's the grossest.
Yeah, I took some spray on bed liner to my rectam.
Damn.
Your rectum.
TAM. Yeah, got it.
Let's half
Rectam.
Dodge Ram.
I mean, when it's like that, you pronounce it like that.
Yeah, rectam.
Yeah,
the
my-
good thing is, once that psychological warfare has worked its magic, we
On
can
us.
we can open the car wash and clean out Ben's rectam. Just
it a
right
spray
then and
down.
there.
Spray
Yeah.
gun.
Truthfully, you don't need water. I mean, any amount of pressurized
Just
air.
beads
will-
off.
Yeah, the beads off.
Even one of
wow.
those like keyboard cleaning sprays, you can just shoot that little straw up
Yeah,
your
just
butt.
get it in a crease in there, yeah. But I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, think of what that will do to that person. behind
Sure,
the counter.
sure. And then
yeah.
I just look him in the face and I go, $7. $7.
Yeah.
And they just open the
They'll hear
Oh,
7,
shit.
and then they see me with my Jack Links, and him knocking displays.
Or what if
over.
I don't even have to say a word? It's just the
I think
number
they'll
that
just
you shove
know,
up your
yeah.
butt. So when you get to 7,
Yeah.
that's the number of
And then
dollars
she'll be like,
I'm
"What's in
owed."
the box?" No, that's too far.
Nope.
And it was a 7 joke that I went.
Love
to
that
edit
challenge.
out.
Love that challenge. Not
Let's hear
what
the
I was
other one that
envisioning.
you came with.
Yeah.
I've been listening to some of these episodes. I've
Okay.
been giving them a spin in my eardrums. And I've noticed that as a group, collectively, we say like so much. We
Oh,
say,
really?
like, I like this podcast, like, we should do, like, record this book. We sound like teenagers.
Yeah,
just
I
said,
lived in
like-
LA for 3 years.
We sound like teenagers.
But that's a good usage of
Okay,
like.
okay,
We
I
sound
gotcha.
as if we are teenagers. We sound like teenagers. And I try to self-police that, but I get lazy with it like anyone. I think that's an appropriate use of like. I remember when I was in 5th grade, my teacher, Miss Kennedy, had a big sign and it said like, and there was an X through the like. And she was trying to encourage us not to speak that way. And I think it is a more literate way to speak, to not say like as much. So I've been listening and I'm appalled at the amount that we all say like.
okay.
And I feel as if we're all intelligent people, that we should speak smarter than that.
Okay.
And myself included. I
right.
think we're all guilty of this overuse of like, as most Americans are. And I think it's a noble effort to try to not say like as much. So
in
I
the
thought,
podcast or in
life.
everyday
I mean, this
life?
podcast is about bettering ourselves. And again, I'm trying not to be an elitist, but I think this is just a better way of speaking. I think we're all relatively literate. So my challenge for us is to do the second half, trying not to say like as much.
Okay. And I would add to that. That.
Ben's already crushing the
No,
challenge.
that sound.
What?
Oh.
Stammering,
Yeah.
wondering what the
And
next
ums,
word is.
and
And
no
ums.
Okay. Have you noticed us doing that when you listen
Yeah.
to this? Or?
Yeah, we all do it.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. And what I think we should do. See, I almost did it.
I know,
What I
it's-
think we should do is there should be a penalty when somebody does it. Do you have any like dowels or like a something we could wrap each other's
Right.
hands with?
A Singapore like caning.
yeah. I have
Oh, Andrew's got all these
Ron's pointing to the
fireplace
fire
implants.
Fireplace
poker.
or fire-
No,
what are you
Jesus,
doing,
Ron.
sad
We're not going
Ron?
to kill somebody.
We shove a fireplace poker up. All
Ben's
of our
butt.
one of our whoever says like
Listen,
gets it up their rectam.
no problem. No problem.
I'm always saying rectam. from now on. It's so much more fun than rectum.
Yeah.
Ow, my
see,
rectam.
there I did it.
You just did one, so
slap my hand. Ah!
Okay, so it's just a fucking hand slap.
So you have to leave your hand out, and the person it should be knuckles, like a bloody
No,
knuckles
why?
type one.
We could do a punch bug. Just boom, punch bug.
Okay, yeah, we should get
No.
physical retaliation.
I agree. There has to be something.
Yeah. Well, what's wrong with this?
You're not,
Nothing.
and listen, you can't cop out of this by not speaking for the second half of the hour.
damn, my
As I'm
strategy.
seeing
My
where
strategy's
your
been
brain's
laid
going.
bare.
Yeah. So
We have to talk, and we should probably give ourselves something to talk about. We could,
Now
for
we could do
example,
a monologue.
no, but something that will provoke conversation. For example, and this is just bad pitch. First, tell me about your first time doing stand-up comedy. Boom, tell me the story.
ooh, that's a good one because
And-
you're gonna have to dig deep, and you'll find yourself going,
Right,
And I
right.
did that one intentionally. Don't you fucking touch me.
That was an
I'm ready.
example. Of,
It was an example, yeah.
Not
I'm giving you a wet one. I'm gonna lick slap you.
Oh, dude, a lick slap. All
and
right.
how he does it is he licks you
So
first,
the
then he
person-
slaps
and
the
then I
spacey
slap
lick.
the wet skin. It's
That's
like you
the-
think you're getting a kitty bath at first? No.
Slapping the wet skin.
Oh man, that was Toad the Wet Sprockets offshoot. Is slap
No,
the
this
wet
is a
skin.
great one. You don't have like rulers?
Would you
Ooh,
get
ruler would
off
be
this
good.
weird?
No, a
Corporal
ruler.
punishment?
Or how about spoons, like wooden spoons for?
Yeah,
I do.
go
We're
dig
not
into your
hitting
collection
each
of.
other with wooden spoons.
I think we should hit each other.
Yeah, I think we should hit each other.
I think we
with
should go
something.
old.
smack each other with hands.
We should go Pink Floyd Schoolmarm. You can't have your pudding if you don't have your meat. Smacking each other with spoons.
How about a plastic spatula?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
work. Yeah, the plastic. Put the spatula down. If somebody
In
does
the
it, they
center
get
of the table.
Yeah.
and they get wrapped on the hand with it hard.
Yes. I agree. I accept these terms because we're going to sound better as people.
Yeah, I'm totally for this.
And that's worth any price.
And I'm all in on this because Andrew does not want to do this.
I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. and
Oh,
I'm-
woe is me. Did you ever read a book in your life?
Yeah, there is a correlation between not enough sleep and being a dumb shit.
Yep. Everyone
Okay.
Yeah,
knows.
there
Fucking
is.
idiot.
Actually, there's
Have
very
you
much
not
a-
been
Is it
tired
really?
before in your life?
Is that true? Because I could explain.
I
like,
guarantee-
high
No,
school
I'm
for
on
me.
board. Let me go get the fucking spatula.
Okay, wait. How about just a story of adolescent heartbreak? Something about because I just thought of one, but you know,
I've got a good one.
of trying to middle school or early high school, trying for a lady and it going awry.
Okay.
Just a heartbreak tale.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to come back and we're going to speak learnedly and intelligently without ums or likes. And if someone says or like, they get called out and they get wrapped on the knuckles.
Just do it on the palm
on
of
the
my
palm,
hand. It
but,
doesn't hurt.
But when
as
we
bad.
do it in the second half, is it on the fingers, on the back of the
yeah,
fingers?
it's on the top of the hand where
Okay.
it hurts.
This
Like,
is what happens
sound.
if you say like. So say like.
Like. No, harder. Go ahead. It even hurts on the palm of the hand. What is this made out of?
Plastic, clearly.
Yeah, but I mean, it's got some whip power to it.
It's a really nice spatula.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Flips
I just did
pancakes
it.
like you wouldn't believe.
But we're not.
You said
starting now.
Yeah, it's not starting now.
Okay.
We're safe. We're going to listen to stand up and we're going to come back talking like adults and hopefully not getting wrapped on the knuckles too much. So,
Right.
this
So
is-
we have a live show last Saturday of every month at the
Duh.
Plug Theater, and this is a clip from that live show.
from the Grawlix live show. Here we go.
Get out of the trenches of tedious tasks like managing order fulfillment and start growing your business with ShipStation. They'll help increase profitability by automating your workflow with their simple, easy-to-use dashboard. With it, you can pretty much do everything you need to quickly and easily. Update order information, print labels, compare rates, optimize shipments, and even set up automatic delivery notifications. And it doesn't matter where you sell. Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, ShipStation can integrate pretty much anywhere online. Another great thing about ShipStation? They can help reduce costs with industry-leading discounted rates from some of the biggest mail carriers. You might even be able to get up to 89% off USPS and UPS rates. So, make this year your most profitable one yet. Sign up for your free 30-day trial at ShipStation.com and use the code Spotify. That's ShipStation.com with the code Spotify.
My sister, she's 5 years older than I am, and she learned a lot of naughty words before I did. And the first bad word she learned was queef. Maybe you guys have heard of it, maybe you felt it. She called me queef for a while. I'm just walking around thinking I'm a queef. I'm just like, oh my God, does mom know I'm a queef? Does it go away? Are my kids gonna be queefs? 2 years later, I learned a queef is just a pussy fart, and I'm like, yeah, I'm totally a queef. That makes so much sense. How did she have that foresight as an 8-year-old? Growing up, my mom would do this thing, throwaway trauma, where parents tell you something crazy, and they never clarify it, and you just live in fear. We would drive down this building on Sheridan, and she'd pull over and she'd be like, hey, you guys keep acting up, I'm gonna leave you at this orphanage. It's like she could just fucking do that. She doesn't need paperwork or anything. Later, I learned to read English, and then we drive down the building again, it says Denver Water. Just like, oh my God, they moved the orphanage. It's further away now. What are we gonna do? I was talking to my sister about this weird memory I had. I was like, hey, do you remember this van would pick us up and take us to church for 8 hours every Sunday, and we'd come back crying? She was like, oh yeah, we were Baptist for a year. It's like, oh. You never mentioned it again, that's fine. This was free daycare. But the pastor, the priest guy, he would take all the kids down to the basement for youth group, and then he'd tell us, you have to confess your sins. And as a 6-year-old, you don't know the difference between sins and secrets, right? So I was just like, yeah, I touch myself. And that freaked him out. He was like, well, you better stop it, God's watching you. And that freaked me out. I was just like, so this guy is just up there watching me chafe my genitals on the coffee table and not showing me a technique. Seems pretty rude. Not my God. My God would get me off.
And that was Miriam Moreno, and oh my God, I'm telling you, big things are coming for her. She is fucking so funny.
So good.
And like we said last Saturday.
That was enough.
Damn it.
That was enough. All right, we're back, and Ben already can't fucking do it.
Ah, come on.
All right, so here's the first thwap. Ready?
yeah.
Ben's hand is out.
You're gonna break his knuckles.
That felt really clean.
That was horrible.
Was that too hard? I'm sorry.
No, that's good.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Yikes.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
hit me that hard. Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Okay. That
Oh.
one. Yeah, my hand's already red.
I'm
All right.
sorry. I feel like that was too hard.
No, this is great.
Okay.
This is what we
This is
set
the
out
only
to do.
way we're going to
I
learn.
heard like the bone on that.
This guy's a jujitsu master. He takes beatings.
I am not
to
a
his
jujitsu
nails.
master. I am midway through it.
I'm going to allow that stammer because it wasn't an
Yeah, it was a stutter.
It was a stutter, and
Okay.
that's natural, and you can't.
So,
do that. We can't.
I got
smack
away
that
with
out of
one
you.
just now. I got away with one.
Fuck.
Just being honorable.
No.
I said one.
Just shut up.
All right, Adam.
We have been.
No, I
I'm
said
doing,
one.
Well,
You-
I'll let
you missed
Ben,
it.
I'll let
No,
Ben.
Ben's
Put
not
your
hitting me.
fucking
You're
hand
hitting
out
me.
here.
I
I'm
just
not
hit the-
letting
Oh,
Ben
too
hit
bad.
me.
I've already got the specs.
No,
I
I've
just-
done
All right, I'll do it.
stunts with Ben on set.
All right, I'll do it.
Adam's hitting me. You're
All
both
right.
equally mean, but
He just
Ben is,
hit me so hard.
Well, now I'm going to pull back a little bit
No,
because I'm worried
do
about how
not
to hit
pull
Ben.
back. Hit him.
Well, Andrew's moving
I'm
his hand
getting into
around.
the mic. I'm getting into the. Don't hold my
Stop
hand.
moving your
you
hand around.
cruel fucking weirdo.
That wasn't even
No,
hard.
give me again.
Okay, so we're back.
The worst,
During-
dumbest, shittiest thing.
During the break, I went and read some Jane Austen to try to prepare myself. I just said, fuck.
Give me your hand, you dumb shit.
That wasn't
No,
even
no,
hard.
that wasn't good. Hold on.
Ow! That fucking hurt. That really hurt the
This is the
top
best
of the.
thing I've done in a long time.
Well, now we're just gonna be afraid to talk. Ow! That fucking hurt. Okay, we're back. Fuck. That really hurt because
Yeah.
it really was centralized
Oh,
in the
look,
top
you've
of
got
the
a
middle
little
finger.
welt
Don't
starting on your
split his
finger.
fingernails.
No, that was previous. That's from
Guys,
the dry
welcome to
cleaning.
Audio
Little thing right here.
Jackass.
This is an audio jackass. Yeah, that one hurt.
Yeah, I'm not letting Ben hit me.
Holy smokes.
Okay, so this prompt that we're going to do to talk about, don't stare at me, is basically...
Oop, there's one.
Oh my.
Dude, you got me on my bad fucking knuckle. I have a
You
bad
have a
knuckle
bad knuckle?
from jujitsu. Look
Well,
at
don't
that
hold
knuckle.
that hand out.
Oh Lord. This is going to be a
Bad
rough.
knuckle.
This one's going to take
This
forever.
is going to take forever.
Okay.
We're going to tell stories to just initiate conversation, and the stories are going to be of adolescent woe, a wistful time, time when
Ah,
one's
give me your fucking hand.
I never agreed to us.
Yeah, but I...
Likes was my. I came to the table with likes.
are annoying
I
to
feel
me.
like they're the same thing.
Yeah. Give me your fucking
I'm going on.
That
the
one was
other
okay.
hand.
That wasn't as if.
Yeah, give me
that
your
wasn't
wedding
as if.
ring hand, bad boy.
Don't hit him on the ring.
Yeah, take that ring off. I don't want to scratch it.
That's a plastic spatula.
Ow! I can't.
Yeah, I know, but I never
right,
know.
go ahead.
You ready?
Yep.
Yeah. You were bad.
Oh,
All right,
come
that one was doable.
No.
It still stung a
I
lot.
hit him on the knuckles. That's why it was dead.
It's a season of reflection, a time for wistfulness when a young man's heart
you
soars.
wanted to do it so bad right there.
I'm
I
just
could
going
see it.
slower in my speech to be more thoughtful with my words.
Great.
And so we
I
are
can
going to
go first.
recall memories of when we perhaps tried to go after a young lady and it didn't work out as
The
well as we
tension
had
is
hoped.
killing me. There's so many that are so
I nailed
close.
it. I nailed it, and now it's Andrew's time to tell a story. So
Okay.
go ahead. I have a story in
Tell
mind
us
that I'll
your
tell later.
story of teenage heartbreak.
There you
I
go.
will right now, Ben.
Look how clearly we're enunciating. What a learned,
So
intelligent
terrified,
thought.
eyes wide, trembling. When I was in high school, I had a huge crush on my friend in that pathetic way that you see in 80s movies.
So, like-
you can set the spatula.
Ben just said
level.
like. Ben just
I'm-
said like.
You deserve that
The
so
real
much.
kicker on this is that it wasn't even your story.
Let me hit him.
Oh, yeah. It's your story.
You interjected with idiocy.
I wish I hadn't shanked that. I wish I hadn't shanked that.
that was all fingernail, dude.
The listener can't see. That was just finger. There was fingertip. There was no meat.
Oh, my
I
God.
shanked it. I shanked it.
Top knuckles and
Fucking
fingernails.
Look at my knuckles. They're red from that one.
Oh my
Wow.
God!
All right.
All right,
Okay.
Ben. Don't interject if you're gonna just throw yourself under the bus like that.
And
Yeah.
you can't
I'm
wield
sweating.
the spatula over the person speaking. Leave it on the
I'll
table.
leave it on the table.
I'm sweating.
sorry.
This is
Okay.
making me nervous, and I'm sweating.
I just took my sweatshirt off. I don't like it.
Oh, that's a sur la table spatula. Nice.
Only the best knuckle smashers.
Sur la table.
I was
When-
in high school.
Yes.
I had this crush on my best friend. Her name was Karen. And homecoming was coming up. And we had agreed to go as friends, but still, I was like, this is huge. Like, I get to go to homecoming.
Like, this is huge. I was like, this is like. The dogs are not happy with this corporal violence.
Get your mic in here. What you can't see. Damn it. I just did it.
I'll get you back right after this.
What you can't see is Sad Ron with the boom mic
Get two.
taping us doing this. Here we go. Andrew slap.
Give it to me.
You son of a bitch.
Oh my
Be nice. Be nice.
I'm
You
putting
son
some
of a
bend
bitch.
in my willowy,
You
my
son of a
willowy
bitch.
whip.
Last time you got off fingernail. Get my fucking hand this.
That sounded so clean.
Technically, you needed two, but I'll
Yeah,
just give
let
you
him
one.
off the hook. I never envisioned this episode going this way. I truly just wanted to eliminate the likes from our conversations, and now
Instead,
it's
we'll
just turned
just have
into a.
these wrinkled red claws by the end of this.
In
I
2
have-
days of winter in my hook.
I have
hands.
video games to play later today.
Okay, so tell us the story
Okay.
about this friend of yours that you fell in love with.
Okay. So we agreed to go to homecoming, which even as friends, I was like, wow. Oh, I said it again.
Yeah, dude.
I tried to avoid it and
You're
I
a
said it.
fucking idiot. You're an idiot, and this is a problem.
Oh, I even tried to step around it on purpose.
You even knew
I
it
knew
was coming.
I knew Andrew was going to be the
this is
worst
so
at this.
fucking
I'm giving him a kind rap. He's one of my favorite pupils, and I have to do it.
Oh, that
tiny
was
rap.
like right on. That wasn't
I'm
a knuckle.
feeling
That was
bad
bad.
for him. I can't do
Okay.
it.
All right.
Keep going. The next one, I'll wallop you.
Tell your
We
story.
agreed to go to homecoming. I was so excited. I got all dressed up. This is the worst way to tell a story. In perpetual fear.
It's still-
I've
you know,
told so
I
many
don't
stories, as Ron knows. I've told a lot of stories.
You
for
run a
Show.
storytelling podcast.
I did, yeah. And
This
I've never
is-
told a story with a threat of physical punishment hanging over me.
Everyone in comedy loves storytelling shows, and this is the evolution of them. We need to do a show called No Likes.
Oh man.
And if you say like on stage, someone comes out.
Come out and shoot you with an airsoft gun in the neck.
Totally. Okay.
I don't
Homecoming
even know
night,
what your story
I got
is
all
about.
dressed up. Homecoming night, I got all dressed up. I got a refrigerated corsage from Safeway. My mom was so excited. This was the first dance I was ever going to. It was senior year, so it was like my last chance. Motherfucker! God damn it! I feel like that one might be okay. It was like my last chance. It was.
No, it was your last chance.
was your-
Okay, maybe we can
Okay,
excuse that.
we'll let that one go because
it
you
was a genuine like.
Like,
You weren't
but
trying to
you
say.
did make
No,
an
then,
argument.
Then I'll take it. I'll take it.
I think
Don't give me the side of it. Jesus Christ. It's not a blade. God!
this is the funniest thing we've ever done.
Holy
Okay,
smokes.
okay. So
It
tell your stupid
was-
story.
Oh, I can't wait for yours. I cannot wait for yours.
Then spit
I'm
yours
gonna
out,
put on
Jimmy.
I'm gonna put on a bib for yours. I was all dressed up. I got a refrigerated corsage from Safeway.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was so happy. It was time to go. I go out to the car where Karen and her friend were waiting. Hop in the car, and they were like, "Oh, you know what? We can't go." Motherfuck.
Now, Andrew, let me ask you something. What is it with this word that you're drawn? Before I hit you, Andrew, what about this word is so
Just
stimulating and
fucking
scintillating in a
Do
story?
it. It's a way of setting up dialogue in a story where you're like,
Oh,
I'm paraphrasing.
That's two.
I didn't give you two. Give me the one.
And he's so tired today.
Give it to me.
We're not even going to get into
We're
our
not gonna
story.
tell our stories.
Screw your story. You start. He's had enough.
No, let me finish it.
Okay.
If you want
So,
to finish it,
I
we
was
can
in
let
the
you bow
car.
out. I'm worried about your hands. I'm worried about your hands.
How are you going to
Okay.
craft all of these board game pieces with two crumpled hands?
The only way you're going to get through this story is if we tally up the number of times you said like, and then at the end, rapid thwap you on the hand.
Okay.
All right, I'm almost done. I'm almost
Okay.
done.
So Sad Ron is going to make some
I'm in-
tally hash marks.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm in
so-
the car, and Karen says, I can't go to homecoming with you because my friend is super upset and he's threatening to jump off a bridge downtown. So
Oh,
we have to go
geez.
downtown
Jeez.
and talk him off of jumping off this bridge. So can't go. Sorry. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, that makes
That was
sense.
one-
Like,
that was one link.
I was very disappointed,
Yeah.
but that was a good excuse. That made
Sure.
sense. So I went back in the house and took off my refrigerated corsage, and
Oh, buddy.
and my mom was like, "Fuck."
Two.
My mom was so sad for me and disappointed. She like understood
Three.
also, but she was sad for me. So I did not go to the homecoming dance. I stayed home and
buddy.
drew. I said, and drew pictures. I'll just count for myself now. Smash cut. Maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks later, I run in to the friend who she said she was going to go down and talk off the bridge, and I asked him, "Are you feeling better? Because I heard you were. Are you feeling better? I heard you were thinking of doing something rash." And he laughed, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like,
That was one.
"Fuck." he said, "What are you talking about?" And I said, like,
The best part about that one, you were trying to avoid it.
I walked straight into it like a pole
No,
right in
there
front of
it
me.
is.
Oh,
No,
my God.
That one's fine. Like a pole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You look so frazzled.
This reminds me of the scene in Ghostbusters, the very first scene where Bill Murray keeps shocking that
Yeah,
one guy.
oh my God,
and
that's
that pretty
perfect.
girl, he doesn't shock
Okay.
her.
Anyway, he was like, I've never felt better. I've got a new girlfriend, and I feel fine. No one came and talked me off a bridge.
my
And she had
God.
just said that because she didn't want to go to homecoming with me.
Jesus.
And then they had just gone out and...
So she became his new girlfriend.
no.
Oh.
She didn't go see
just
him at all.
used
She
him
just
as
used
an
him as the excuse
Oh, buddy.
to then go hang out and do whatever on homecoming
That's fucking awful.
night.
That's a terrible story.
What a terrible
Yeah.
person.
It was sad.
Karen's a bad person.
No, we're still friends. It worked out.
Well, that's a weird
Oh,
lie.
that's an put that down
It's a
there.
weird lie.
I like how you're sympathetic. You're like, oh man,
That's
that's
a bummer.
that's another
that-
one.
put
Yeah,
that
he
on the
just
pad
did
there.
another one.
I'm so sorry for
That's
you,
one.
Andrew, but we're going to smack you
Eight
8 times.
That's my story. All right. So 4 from you and 4 from you.
Okay, here we go.
Patty cake, patty cake. Ow, patty cake.
And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you're through your story.
Ben, your turn or my turn? It's just which one do you want to go under the gun?
Okay,
You're
I'll
going?
go.
Okay. Are you okay, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Sure.
He's ready
I'm
now.
feeling
though.
more
He's
awake now. I
very
wish I
ready.
could tell my story now.
The various dogs in the room are horrified at what's going on over
They're
here.
like, are we next?
They're staring.
The apes have turned on each other. Is it?
The apes have turned. The apes have turned. The apes have turned.
Okay, Ben. Teenage heartbreak.
Go ahead and mark that one.
Oh yeah.
Do you want yours in
no,
real
we're
time?
doing a
Just do it in
tally.
real time. Thank you.
And
That was a bone. You
fucking
could tell when the
asshole.
bone.
trying. I wasn't trying.
Oh, you
Sorry.
wait till your story.
Okay. Fuck.
I grew up in Maine.
Yep.
Don't do this. You guys know that I'm a nervous person.
Yes.
So, okay.
Oh, I feel so bad for you.
Don't. Okay. I grew up in Maine.
Mm-hmm. 1.
God
Andrew,
damn it.
you do this one.
You son of a bitch. Ah, the fucking fingernails. Every time.
Might I add, you could have escaped on a like situation. You added the ums because you're self-policing and you're trying to better yourself. And this is how you do it. You could have told a story with as many ums as you wanted, but you introduced as an issue in this.
It's
this
the same
challenge.
issue with speaking.
It
though.
is.
I'm glad we added
It
it.
is.
I
You grew up in Maine.
in Maine.
Yeah, my story took forever.
I was a particularly uncomfortable teenager. I did drugs. I smoked marijuana
Okay.
quite prodigiously. I did it anyway. Oh, fuck. Jesus fuck off. Watch those knuckles.
All right.
I'm moving that knuckle
Okay.
because that knuckle hurts.
I'll try to avoid them altogether.
You
That shanked.
motherfucker.
That was weak.
No,
The
that was
shanks
not.
hurt worse.
They do
All right.
because you keep getting me on the fingernails. Fucking asshole. So I liked this girl. Was I liked
Yeah,
this girl.
we get
Understood.
it.
That's valid. Like,
How much did you like her?
This is so hard. I liked her a lot.
well, good, Ben. Good. I'm glad you liked her a lot. Go on.
I would say that I was quite the fan of her.
Okay. Great.
Can't do this. Okay. So, oh my God, this is so hard.
Yeah.
So, growing up, I lived on a very small street. This girl lived in the house behind me, and we were neighbors. Just start tallying them.
What? You were neighbors.
Start tallying. Oh my goodness. Just start tallying. I'll take all mine at the end, please.
It's like the saddest casino. You just cash in your chips.
I will say it was better to get them all at the end.
Yeah.
Better to just rack up the punishments and get patty caked at the end.
Might as well just graffiti Singapore and get caned on your way out.
That's always been my motto.
So this girl was very attractive. She was better looking than I was. She lived behind the house, like behind my house.
Like a troll?
Not under the house, but behind the house.
In her own house.
And she started, that was one. I just did it again. Holy shit. This is so hard.
I know.
Why do we do this?
Because we're dumb as fuck.
It's not that we're dumb. It's I really believe that it's no, that was a stutter. I really believe that it's a way in which you're thinking out loud.
I agree, and I
You're processing
allow for
a
a
thought.
certain amount of it. But if you do it all the fucking time, I do believe you sound dumb.
Okay.
And I try not to sound dumb.
I liked this girl. She did not like me back.
Instead of sounding dumb, you sound like an android trying to fit in at a party.
But eventually,
This is terrifying.
okay, so she lived behind my house.
We know that.
Not
you said
under
that
it, like
4
a troll.
times.
Like a troll.
Just wish we had some clarification as to where she lived. I'm
Okay.
lost in the
I'm
story,
back.
not knowing
I'm back.
geographically where she lived in relation to Ben's
Okay.
At
house.
first, she didn't like me because I was a creep, and I would try to talk her into smoking marijuana with me.
Okay. Got it. Tally it.
I can't fucking do this. Why did I include over time? We started to develop a friendship. I used my sense of humor to charm her.
Sure.
And then eventually, she started coming over more often. We would hang out. We'd cuddle and watch television. And then it became physical.
Okay.
And over the next few years, over the next couple years, damn it, I'm up to 7. We really grew to like each other a lot. But she had a boyfriend the whole time in New York. It was one of those high school type relationships where it's not,
So not
really. Correct.
Gather yourself.
When he would come to visit, she would make me hang out with him.
Oh, God.
So I would spend time with them because to her, I was still like a really close friend. Mark that one down.
Benny boy.
That one might be okay because it would be as if a close friend. To her, I was.
Yeah, we'll allow it.
Like
Ben's
a close friend.
Eliminate one out of charity.
So eventually, he phased out of the picture. She was no longer with him. She stopped dating him. And I thought this was going to be my chance. I was like, oh my God, I'm finally going to get my chance. Yes, I'm so excited. She's going to date me. And she didn't. And ended up, and it crushed me. It crushed my soul. She ended up dating another guy from my class. And
One?
I don't want to tell this story anymore. That's where it ends. Holy cow, that
buddy.
was hard.
You look terrified.
Was that the whole story?
No, but Ben
no,
had
but
to end
I
it.
had to end it because I'm already at 10 and I can't get through it.
Wow.
What's
9.
funny is, 9, recalling things, a recollection seems to bring it on.
And we're all storytellers. Our nature is to tell a story well
Right.
and have fun telling it. And so you speak very freely.
And casually.
And now you can't. And you're telling a story like a terrible coworker.
Okay,
9.
ready?
I get to do half.
I'll do 4. I'm doing them soft. I feel terrible for this guy.
No, just do them. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
I should have taken him soft. Do this hand because that other knuckle hurts. Go.
Patty cake, baker's man. Oh, fuck, I wanted...
Holy shit.
All right.
I'm not, listen, people can speak casually. I allow for a certain amount of likes and ums. That's fine. But to fuck.
Put your hand out there. Put your hand out there, Babs. Oh, wackadoo.
We do it too much. We do it too much. And so this is a good reminder to stop doing it so fucking much.
But apparently it's not doing a goddamn thing because we're still using it all the time. The worst part about all of this is that my fingers are so jacked up from jujitsu that hurt so bad, and this is way harder than I thought. And see, I just did it. I was gonna do it again, but I stopped myself. All right, founder of the feast, it's your turn.
I'm very fucking nervous.
Yeah, it was your...
How about we both grip?
Yeah, I
the
like
spatula?
that.
We both
No,
take
fuck
tandem
that.
bike, like a tandem bike of whacking.
Take your wedding ring off because
Okay.
I don't want to.
Well, maybe I'll just put up my right hand first. Well,
Because
I'm
you're going to
probably
be
need to
divorced
switch
after
hands.
this.
Whoa.
So I feel like we had the choice with ours. Would you like to take your lashings, sir, as they go, or would you like to collect them and receive
I
them
think
at
we
the
give
end?
them to him as we go, and then if it becomes a
Problematic?
significant amount,
Yeah.
we switch to counting them.
I think that's very
because
fair.
part of
Okay.
the fun of telling these stories, Ben, as you know, is the trepidation of the pain coming at any time in the story. You don't get to save it for the end. It could just happen.
That hurt. That was not fun. I did not
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
a terrible way to tell a
Okay.
story.
So your story better be good.
Okay. Here goes my
Heartbreak.
story.
And you know, he's I want to say this. He brought this here, so you better pull this off.
You think I feel
because
bad for him? No.
You were
This was
criticizing
his
us
idea.
about it.
He said we talk stupid. He said we talk so dumb.
He said me talk dumb. He said me talk dumb.
He was a little cocksure before.
He
before
was.
you guys
I've always
came.
been cocksure.
I can't stand
all right.
this guy.
You
All
guys,
right.
I wish people could see Ben and Andrew just crowding around me right now.
Let me put on my whapping bib.
No, it's just like
That sounds different than it really is.
Please leave your whapping bib in the bedroom. We're trying to do a podcast.
you do have a little bit of spittle on you. Okay.
Fuck.
All
Okay,
right.
here goes.
I'm just so
Just let me
excited.
tell the fucking story.
I have to rev the engine, Ben. Let him tell this.
When I was in 6th grade, there was a girl named Sarah. I called her up. Do you remember when you would call someone up on an actual landline phone? I called her up and I asked if she would like to go to a movie on Friday with me. My school had half days on Fridays. It was by the Cherry Creek Mall. And so she said yes. We walked to the Cherry Creek Mall together. We saw the movie My Girl.
Oh, the one with where little Macaulay Culkin dies of bee stings.
Spoiler alert, he dies from bee stings.
Yeah.
It was lovely. We held hands.
Wow.
Afterwards, we walked around the mall. It was a triumph for a young 12-year-old Adam Caton Holland.
This sounds great. Now,
It's not over.
No. I want to ask you a question.
I'm trying to get through this as quickly and expediently as one could tell a tale.
I have questions.
Interruptions are not welcome nor solicited, he said with the utmost certainty.
Okay.
And so,
Yeah, where were you in your story?
You dumb shit. You plebeian Wesleyan my ass.
all right. Fuck
My
me.
dog is so concerned.
I know, it's okay, Sokka. I'm
Suck
okay.
my Nezcac.
Nice NESCAC reference.
Yeah, thank you.
New England Small College Athletic Conference. And so, a 12-year-old Adam Caton Holland enjoyed his weekend with the prospect of burgeoning love to resume come Monday. That Monday was Valentine's Day.
Okay.
I bought a Walgreens assortment of chocolates.
Put it out.
That was a
bull
fucking that was a
shit.
Assortment of chocolates. It's the sound of the word assortment. It's not.
I've never seen someone verbally slip on black ice so hard.
Fuck you. It's assortment.
Everybody goes, I got her an assorted chocolate bar.
That was a good save.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
It was a good save.
That hurts. When they're not clean, they hurt.
He goes on the
worse.
knuckles, and that's why I don't like him.
Fuck you guys.
He hits the knuckles. It's this weird, like, half down on the knuckles.
It was Valentine's Day. I got her chocolates from Walgreens, and I got to school, and I had told several people that I had a nice date with Sarah. It got around. It was everywhere. The whole class was speculating about our romance and teasing me and Sarah relentlessly. We were the hot goss of the day, and Sarah came up to me in the hallway. I had the chocolates ready to go to give to her, and basically said, "Why are you telling everyone we're dating? We're not dating. You're blowing it out of proportion. What the fuck? You're a mess. I don't want anything to do with this. You're making a bigger deal than it is." And she broke up with me right there on the spot as I was holding chocolates in my hand to give to her for Valentine's Day.
But you just said you weren't together.
Huh?
You were arguing with her about not being together, right?
Basically, the rumor mill went out of control because it's 6th grade, and everyone was saying that we were a hot item or whatever. We hadn't really solidified that. We just held hands during a movie that previous
But you
Friday.
said she broke up with you. So you did think of yourself as being...
Sure, it's 6th grade. I took her to a movie. We held hands. I thought things were really moving forward. And then
so she yelled at you real hard.
she came at me real hard because everyone had said, I don't know what people said. You know how rumors are. They get out of control. Mm-hmm. Fuck.
That was an
Yeah. Well, at least it's not a like you assholes.
Why don't you put your stupid fucking hand up?
You scared the dog, and he left the room.
That was clean and it hurt.
That might be the slap of the episode right there.
Oh, God. Okay, so...
Long story short, as they say in Spanish, para hacer un cuento más corto, it was over. And I was so heartbroken because I really had worked up a lot of nerve to even ask her out in the first place. I liked her. I thought things were going great. And then because 6th graders are 6th graders, it got blown out of proportion. She blamed me as if I was walking around saying things that I never said. And my heart was broken right there on the spot. And I never dated a girl again until last year.
That tracks. Because that's
So that's my
horrible.
story, you fucking halfwits.
You
I got
did
3. I got
pretty
3.
well.
He only
All
got
right.
3.
Even with Ben throwing you those curveballs, you did.
He answered.
admit it, you
He
did
held
well.
up under question.
Yeah.
So many times I wanted to say,
It's
can I
hard.
stop? Is it over? Can I be myself?
I don't know.
So many times I wanted to say, and they were like, but instead
That's
I
how-
said,
yeah,
and
because
they
you speak
said,
colloquial. I'm not even going to try.
the
to
point
say
of the challenge was for me to be able to assert
Jesus Christ, Andrew.
my superiority over you two.
Because we spoke colloquially.
Oh, how did we speak?
Colloquially.
Yeah? Yeah.
Colloquially. And when you speak in colloquialisms,
when you speak in colonialisms,
well, all white people speak in
you can't help but
colonialism.
speak in colonialisms.
It's the hardest thing in the world to not do. It has become a verbal comma in our language.
Absolutely.
It's a pause point. It's I'm thinking of something. And I almost wonder if it started as the joke, like making fun of
Valley
Girls.
Girl stereotype.
like, oh my God, like we.
Yeah. I remember that being a joke one could make a bunch.
Yeah. And I'm wondering if our generation just, sometimes you start with these ideas that are just jokes and you adopt it like, yo, that's dope. Like you're just joking around at first, but then dope becomes part of your lexicon and your
You're talking
normal
to
way of
Lauren
speaking.
Payton dope boy shit over here.
I know.
Get it.
It's super hard. I'm anxious to hear if people out there listening can do this.
It's a hard one.
It doesn't bother me whenever I hear it. I'm like, yeah, that's just how people talk.
Well, it's because
doesn't
hold
bother
your
you?
fucking hand out because you just did it again.
Yeah, but we're not telling the stories. Now
Oh, I didn't realize we had stopped. Did Adam call stop?
I asked
or
for
did Ron-
permission to stop on mine.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't give it
not
to
you,
Andrew.
bud.
Or
Put your fucking hand out.
yeah, no, Andrew, you need to ask permission to say like.
If you want to disengage from the contest, you need to ask.
Unless-
Oh, I
put
guess
your
I didn't
stupid
realize that.
Yep.
Fucking hairy hand out here. You ready? Yep, you got it. No, that one didn't
sucked.
work.
No,
no,
sorry, you shank it. That's all you get. Permission to leave the contest, you fucking piece of shit.
Permission granted. Fetch your whipping bib.
Permission to leave the
A
contest.
whapping bib.
Wappin' bib. I'm leaving the contest as well. I will be checking out and using the word like again.
It's a hard one. It's a
It
fucking
is
hard
super
one.
hard, and I'm curious if people, when they listen to this, if they try it and they find themselves, and or is another huge one.
Well, you heard us just tell these stories. Taking away like and did not make us better storytellers. We were not
Made us
more engaging
terrified.
speakers.
You sounded like huge liars, is what we sounded like. This story sounds
Yeah,
like
it's just
bullshit.
we're making up everything.
I didn't even tell any part of my story. Mine was
Yours is so short.
literally the frame of a story that could be anything.
I-
And then she didn't like me. I'm done.
Right. It's like a Dick and Jane book. Dick liked Jane, but Jane did not like Dick.
What I found with you, you start pronouncing things more.
'Cause
You start
enunciating?
enunciating and over-enunciating.
Orator mode.
I couldn't see my own face, but I felt like my eyes were very wide.
Oh, yeah.
Out
They
of
just-
sheer fear.
Well, he kept asking you questions, and I could see your brain like, where are those tracks? Where are the fucking tracks?
Yeah, the questions were not welcome.
That's
I
where
really
it
had a
throws
lot
you
going
up.
on.
I listen to this, and what I notice about myself is I stutter over what I say a lot. I tend to do that. It's a nervous thing that I do, and I'm anxious. That's why I tend to not ad-lib a lot on stage. I tend to have something I've rehearsed, and I rehearse it over and over again because I'm very, very I already checked out of the game, so you can put that fucking spatula
just
right
looking
down.
at it.
No, you're not looking at it. I know what you're doing.
There's blood all over that spatula.
Do not. I checked out. I disengaged.
I'm not gonna
under
hit
the
you.
He's
rules. of this-
disengaged.
I have.
You have to ask permission to re-engage.
Geneva Convention
of the three G's convention. No, but I stutter over thoughts and ideas. My brother does the same thing. When I talk to him, sometimes it's like he's constantly choosing his words, and I think it's a self-conscious behavior because when I write, I don't feel that.
Sure. It's weird. It is weird, though, because in any other art form, if we were listening to music and every other word was like the singer was saying it, we would say, what a piece of shit, what an idiot. But they sat down, they wrote those lyrics, they wrote them cleverly. That's an art form we like. In films, unless they're going for a very specific vibe, I think you discourage your actors from saying like.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yet
but
it-
in podcast, the medium is conversation.
Well,
It's
and
not
in comedy,
dialogue or
in our
lyrics.
stand-up comedy, I feel like people forgive it because that is meant to be conversational and
And a well-placed like or an can be the perfect pregnant pause on a joke or a
totally,
place to
totally.
stop.
I don't know. I think it's. This has been good. It's good to not overuse it.
It's good to be mindful.
Yeah, good to be mindful.
Well, either way, I think it was definitely. I think it helped.
I like
Clearly.
agree. I like.
You are-
I like agree.
Yeah.
Andrew just had a skittle go down the throat wrong.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break here. We're going to listen to another set from our live show at the Bug Theater, and we'll be right back with next week's challenge.
I have been thinking about growing up a lot lately. I've been back home quite a bit in Louisville, Kentucky, where I grew up and visited family. And it made me realize something of a suppressed memory. I was looking through old photos and I remembered something, which is when I was in 7th grade, I got really, really, really into Christian heavy metal. Yeah, I'm a survivor, you guys. This is my tale. I wasn't even really into all of Christian heavy metal. I was just into this band called Striper. A couple older people? Yeah, okay. Yeah, the yellow and black attack, baby. Hell yeah, right? For those of you that don't know who Stryper is and why they were special is, in the 80s, Christian heavy metal bands, most of them still kind of look like youth pastors, right? They like have shaggy hair and a guitar, but they're still wearing a polo shirt for some reason, you know? But Stryper looked like a metal band. They had big, crazy hair. They wore all leather. One of their album covers, they're holding machine guns. I was like, what? You can look evil and still get into heaven? I'm in, right? Like, yeah. And also, yeah, you know? Best of both worlds, baby, you know? The album that came out that summer was their third album. It's called To Hell with the Devil, because they're very subtle, poetic writers, you know? Yeah. And the title track to that album goes, To Hell with the Devil! God, little 7th grade me with my mullet, come on, right? My buddy Brian and I used to listen to that record every single day on the bus going home from school. Not too loud, but loud enough we could sing along. And one day we're singing along when Sarah, the girl who I have a huge crush on that sits in the seat directly in front of us, stands up and turns around, probably to ask us to turn down our music. But she turns around right when the chorus hits, and she locks eyes with me on To Hell with the Devil! Sarah turns back around, sits down, and never speaks to me ever again. Yeah, which hurt. Like, I had a huge crush on her, right? But I'd been listening to Stryper for a little while at that point, so I knew that that was just God's plan.
And that was our buddy Matt Alano Martin, who's so funny.
The
and such
pride
a
of
good dude.
Indiana.
Pride of Bloomington.
I love that dude.
Find him on social media. Follow that guy, Matt Alano Martin. Thanks for coming to the Grawlix. And as always, we have a Grawlix the last Saturday of every single month. Denver, Colorado. World famous Bug Theater. Come see us do our live show.
Get tickets online.
You can get tickets online. There's no excuse not to come to this.
And before we reveal next episode's challenge, I just want to plug our Patreon. First of all, if you already back us on there, thank you so much. We love your support. We try to keep it very entertaining on there. We have deleted scenes, weird bonus episodes.
Like a grilled cheese glory hole
got the
that
grilled
we
cheese
filmed.
glory hole. If you want to see it in action, you got to get on there.
Shortcomings, come on. Let's
Get
not
on
forget it. Yeah, be sure to check that out. Also, you can listen and subscribe to this podcast for free anywhere that you get your podcasts. And be sure to rate us, review us, share it, and follow us on Twitter at Grawlix Comedy.
And thank you to Mike Henderson for your help recording the live show. And as always, to busboy Ron Doyle for producing the shit out of this thing.
Shit out
You
of
got to
it.
give him a cut of your
Clearing
tips.
our
You give the
tables.
busboy a cut of your tips.
Give him a cut of your tips.
As always, our theme music is brought to you by that sultry Charlie Continental. And what are we going to do? You know, this episode, we talked about it. He looks exhausted.
Sleepy,
Andrew looks-
sleepy little guy.
He is. He's so tired.
Andrew Tyler.
Is the challenge I get to take a nap?
No, but we are going to... You know what I think we should do? We should fuck with our sleep patterns.
We should improve our sleep patterns.
That's what I meant. Improve our sleep patterns.
All right, well, let's do that next episode.
Yeah, so make sure you guys tune in. And as always, I love saying this. Hey, Charlie, why don't you play us out?